Continuing our focus on Diffit for educators, I wanted to take a look at some of the different things that they have available within the tabs. We have the literally anything tab, an article or video, and then the any text or excerpt tab up at the top there. So with these, what you can do is you can input into the prompt area where you type in, and what we're going to do is actually just grab a standard from physical science, the motion unit, and copy the standard from that. Now, the reason I'm doing it this way is because when I put it in, I want to give you a look at how you should do it or approach it if you have the free version. Because with the free version, this is going to be how you have to kind of ask it things. You can, and what would actually make more sense is to use the align to standards option. However, with that option, it's only available in the premium package of Diffit. So you would have to pay for that, because this is a great feature. You can see there I had Minnesota second grade physical science, and then I could grab that standard if I want. Much easier, but that's really just going to depend on if you want to pay for it or not. Now, if you don't, the way that I put it into the prompt box is the way that we want to do it. Once I've pasted my standard into that, then what I'm going to do is go ahead and choose the approximate reading level. Now for this, I've chosen second grade, and I'm doing English, but you could choose Spanish if you have some Spanish speaking students that would need resources as well, using the same standard. And either way, you can generate it in the appropriate language. So when I click generate resources, and we're going to speed ahead a little bit here, and I can see that it's got my prompt at the top, and then below that, what you're going to see is the adapted reading passage, summary, key vocabulary words, and you'll notice too that you have some things next to the title of each, like show sources, edit, and copy. I'm going to cover that in a little bit here, but you also have key vocabulary words, right? So it kind of pulls out what would be the appropriate ones for that prompt, multiple choice questions, short answer, and then open-ended prompts as well. So next, now that you have that, at the very bottom, you can go to the Get Student Activities option. And this is where Diffit really shines, because it gives you all of these different resources and templates that can be used with the content that was generated from the prompt that you wrote in. So really the only work we've done so far is putting in the standard into the prompt area to generate what it is that we wanted. And then you can see here, as I go through, there's a ton of different categories all listed out here that you can grab and use for your content standard. And so it's a really great way to not have to start from scratch and try to produce things which can be very time consuming, or to try to find the right type of activity. And so this is a good way to do that. Now you can also use the Google Forms quiz option. This is really great. However, the one thing that I'll point out too with that is that you have to pay for that with the premium version. Okay, so let's look at article or video. Now with this, what we can do is we could put in the URL of an article or a PDF for to basically draw content from. So in this case, I'm going to go to the Dust Bowl link that I've got, and we're going to put in our URL right into the prompt area, and we're going to select 8th grade for this one. It's got a little bit higher language. And we're going to generate this, and it's basically the same thing. So we're just changing basically our steps that we go through are not going to change. It's just that we're going to grab from different areas. So we might have that first one, which was literally anything, where we're inputting our standard, or you might have where you put in the article URL. And then you also have the video URL option too. So if you're on YouTube, in this case, we're grabbing Crash Course Psychology, and it's going to generate those resources for us in the same exact way. Okay, so this is really great. It's very simple to use. One thing that I'll point out is that you can edit things that it gives you. So you'll notice the little edit button. So if I don't like something that's in there, I could basically change whatever the outcome of it is. So if I don't like, for example, the way psychology is written out in its definition, maybe I don't feel it's cohesive enough, or it's not a really well thought out definition of that, I could change that, and I could then give that to my students. Okay, now for our third option. For the any text or excerpt, I basically grabbed a little bit of text from the Dust Bowl website. I took it from the What Caused the Dust Bowl from this area here, and I copied it and pasted it into the any text or excerpt section. You could also upload a PDF. So if you have like a document that's from your curriculum on your computer, you could always upload that as well and use that for what you want it to base it off of. Okay, and the same thing applies. Approximate reading level, language, and then you get into it producing the information about the Dust Bowl in the varied areas with the reading passages and so on. And then from there you can create with the resources that they give you.